H. Doolittle led the raid with a force of 16 B-25s and an all-volunteer crew of airmen. Most of the planes carried 3 500-pound demolition bombs and single incendiary clusters, which were dropped on oil stores, factory areas, and on some of the military installations of Tokyo. A few planes went on to make minor strikes on Kobe, Yokohama, and Nagoya, with one bomb hitting the Japanese aircraft carrier Ryugu. News of the raid has had a most heartening effect on American morale and the morale of our allies, while at the same time constituting a blow to the prestige of the Japanese.
Yes, sir.
At his press conference today, President Roosevelt was asked the following question. Well, Mr. President, couldn't you tell us about that bombing? Where did those planes start from and go to? He replied, yes, the time has now come to tell you. They came from our new secret base at Shangri-La. Unquote. Well, I suppose...
Well, my gosh, Captain Guy. I suspect some junior intelligence officer, not air ops himself. Wow, this is an unexpected honor.
Yeah, like hell it is, Joe. Admiral Nimitz sent me over here
to chew out my ass, huh?
Officially, Joe, I'm supposed to question that estimate of Japanese intentions you sent over.
Why, it's a grim, Matt. My God, I think that Doolittle attack have you sink pack people dancing in the streets.
Not by a long shot. That damn raid could boomerang on us. The fleet's still crippled. We only got 4 carriers in the whole Pacific. We need time to rebuild. Now the boss is afraid Yamamoto's gonna jump right back at us. Question is, where?
Well, we got all the latest intercepts right over here. Here's a list of Japanese ships that we suspect are going to be assigned to amphib operations south of Rabaul. The Coral Sea. That's where we think we'll strike next. But something else is stirring. Something out our way.
Joe, we need facts, not guesswork.
Matt, we've cracked Yamamoto's staff level code. That don't mean we just reel it off word for word like a song. You get a flicker here and a glimmer there.
Intercept.
Missing pieces fall into place.
How much can you decipher?
Oh, hell, 15%.
Really decipher?
10%.
10%? That's one word in 10, for Christ's sakes, Joe. You're guessing.
We like to call it analysis.
All right. Well, what are these indications you got of something brewing back our way?
Got no hard clues yet.
What do you have, Joe?
An increase in radio traffic between Yamamoto's staff commanders.
And that's all?
Could be significant. At least I feel that something is stirring.
All right. I'll take that list of Jap warships you feel are heading for Coral Sea. Nimitz may want to send Jack Fletcher's task force down there to find out what the hell's going on. We'll see how your 10% guesswork pays off, huh?
On behalf of the Black Chamber Code Crackers, I thank you, man.
Joe, could I ask you something personal? Very personal.
Certainly.
You know, it really stinks down here. How often do some of your people take a bath?
God, I don't know. What day is it?
Forget it, Joe.
Any new Yamamoto intercepts?
Here's a first mention of something they're calling AF, whatever that means.
AF.
Captain!
Tom?
Dad?
My God, Tom. When did you get in? I didn't know.
Last night.
This is beautiful. Well, why didn't you write me? You were coming.
I've been assigned to Kaneohe.
Well, I finally get to see something of you. 3 years. You're great, Tom.
really great.
So do you, Dad.
So here we are. What squadron?
BF-8.
You'll like it out there. Your CO used to be my wingman when we were flying off the old Langley.
Can we talk somewhere?
Sure. Here. I phoned you from Guam the day you graduated.
Yeah, I heard later. I'm sorry I missed the call.
I guess your mother was there.
Yeah?
How is she?
Recovered from the divorce, I guess.
Oh, that's good. I was hoping maybe we could...
Dad. I've fallen in love with a Japanese girl. I want to marry her. I need your help.
I damn well guess you do, Tiger.
She's been arrested here in Honolulu.
How in the hell did you manage that? Training in San Diego and getting mixed up with a Japanese girl here in Honolulu?
She was a student at San Diego State. I met her there.
Yeah, wait a minute. She was arrested here in Honolulu.
Her parents live here. She wouldn't marry me without their consent, so she came out to see him. And apparently the FBI has some sort of information on her folks, so the Army picked her up too.
Well, that figures.
Haruko was born here. She's as loyal as either you or me. Anyway, the minute I got in, I went out to see where they're being held. She wouldn't see me.
Why not?
I don't know. But I did find out that she and her parents are going to be sent back to the mainland in a few days. Sticks in your throat, doesn't it? I wanted to marry a Japanese girl.
Sticks in it. Look, don't give me any of that racial bigot crap. I don't care what color your girl is.
That's not the point of...
But Christ almighty. 6 months after Pearl Harbor, boy, you have one lousy sense of timing. Oh, what's her name? I'll see if I can get hold of the FBI report on her.
I wrote it down for you. Haruko Sakura.
But promise me one thing. Just don't do anything stupid till I see what I can get hold of on this, huh?
That's a deal.
In my opinion, this entire plan is not only unnecessary, but doomed to fail.
Admiral Kondo, Operation MI has been conceived by our most brilliant strategist.
We are all aware of Captain Kuroshima's authorship, Commander, and his reputation. But this time, the god of operations has conceived a monster.
Would you please explain, sir?
How am I expected to land my invasion forces on Midway unless the enemy airfields and shore batteries have been neutralized?
Sir, you've heard Admiral Nogumo say that his carriers would obliterate the American defenses at Midway.
The enemy's land-based bombers have a range of at least 400 miles more than Nagumo's carrier planes. His ships would be blown out of the sea before he could launch his attack.
I took my carriers to Hawaii where the risk was far greater and destroyed the American fleet. Where were the enemy land-based bombers then?
That was then, Nagumo, not now. A surprise attack with a carrier task force is one thing, but this, a strike against Midway and the Aleutians with 200 ships and 100,000 men.
Does the idea of taking the Aleutians cause you any concern, Hosagaya?